Tim Stokes. We're on Karn Station, which is in northeast Victoria in Australia. We run beef cattle and sheep, and we're going to do a little farm tour today and look at some cattle and some sheep. So there's 200 heifers here, and they are going to have their first calves now. They are Angus and Red Angus, as you can see, with a lot of American genetics through them. So they're bred for meat and not milk. So this is grass silage, which is made on the farm, and we store that in the spring when we have lots of grass to feed out now in the winter when it's cold. And it's covered in the concrete bunkers, and then it gets put in the truck and fed out to the animals when we haven't got lots of grass. So Australian beef is naturally raised, run in paddocks, as we can see. It can be grass fed and it can be grain finished with corn. The cattle here, we want to grow them out to about 650 kilos before they go to slaughter, and we aim to do from birth to slaughter, we aim to do about 1.2 kilograms a day. Female portion stay, and they will stay for 6 to 7 years, and they will have a baby every year, and the male portion will go through and be grown out to slaughter. We have the red coats, a red Angus, and the black coats, a black Angus. Genetically they're the same, only coat colours different. So we have about 3,000 breeding ewes, and our sheep are for breeding meat and not wool. Wool's almost a byproduct for us. Most of our lambs are finished on alfalfa, but the last of our lambs go through this system here and are fed on grain. So lambs are a very fast turnover. Lambs are born now in July, and most lambs are gone by December, so a fast turnover.
رح بلش من هون، رح احكي عربي هو حكي انجليزي ورح ارجع افسر شوي على السريع شو صار من الصبح لهلا. نحن على الفارم 20 مليون متر مربع قد بيروت. هيدي الفارم تبعهم. بيروت كلها سوا 20 كيلومتر مربع، 19 كيلومتر مربع. اوف شو بدي اخبركم. من بعد ما شفت بلبنان وكتير محلات تانية البقر يلي بيستعملوه كرمال الحليب، هون البقر اللي بيستعملوه كرمال اللحمة. بنسمع كتير عن Angus beef, black Angus beef. This is it, Angus beef, here we are. MB5 average, MB4 يلي بنسمع فيهم أو الماربلينج، هولي بيكونوا كلهم هون. تعلمنا الصبح كيف اللحمة، كيف تتحضر، كم شهر، كم نهار، كم سنة بتقعد البقرة around، كيف بيطعمون، كله جراس فت. بس بقلب الشتوية لأنه مثل ما شايفين جراس ما فيه، بيطعمون شوية جرينز من هون ومن هون، جراس بس بيكونوا هن محضرين اياهم. What an amazing experience waking up at 6 a.m. تمشي بقلب الفارم، كيف بيزرعوا، كيف بيطعمون، شتوية صيفية، how the breeding happens. بس الذكورة نحن بناكلهم، الأناتا ما بناكلهم. أنا عم ببرم حوالي هول هن الذكورة اللي عم نحكي عنهم. الأناتا هن اللي بيخلفوا على 6 سنين، ومرة بالسنة أو مرتين بالسنة بيجوا الناس بيجوا بياخذوهم من هون كرمال يذبحون. من بعد 6 سنين كان السؤال شو بيصير فيهم؟ قال لي هذا هو الهامبرجر اللي بتاكله. اجمالا بياخذوه الامريكان وبيعملوه جراوند بيف. فاستراليا بتوزع على كل بلدان العالم وحتى على امريكا. وات ان اميزنج اكسبيرينس. اليوم كل ما فوت عند لحام او انتم كمان صرتوا تعرفوا شو هي اللحمه، شو يعني جريدينج، قديش اخذ الشغل. 1000 بقره، 3000 خروف. اجين شو هالاختبار الرائع. حراره 3، ايدي مش حاسس فيهم.
This is the Broken River, and the flow is controlled by a dam which is 50 kilometres that way. And so when we want to order water to run our irrigation, we give them 48 hours notice and they send the water down, and then we pump it back out onto the paddocks.
عم بتعلم. انتبهتوا؟ الأراضي بتنزرع، بس بتنزرع حشيش، بتنزرع خضار، بتنزرع كرمال البقر يجي ياكل. برجع بعدكم 20 مليون متر مربع بيسقون، بيزرعون، مرات قولولن فصة، مرات الفالفا، مرات كورن اند سو اون. خضار 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 خضار. سألته ليش ما عندكم نحل؟ قال لي ما عندنا وقت. ليش ما بتزرعوا شجر فواكه؟ قال لي والله ما عندنا وقت. فعنا هون هالاراضي كلها سوا فلتين هالبقر وعم بيمشي بينكشوا الارض مره بالسنه كان بيفوت فيها هواء. عندهم نهر بيسقوا وين ما كان، بس ما بيخلوا البقر ينزل يشرب من النهر فور كونتامينيشن ولا وسخه. دفنتلي نظافه بشكل مش معقول. جد شغله حلوه، شغله رائعه. مبسوط لانه عم نكتشف، عم نتعلم. نحن ناكل لحمه. طيب اوكي، من وين بتجي اللحمه؟ ناكل لحمه بتجي من هون. ما بتصير الا باراضي كتير كبيره مثل استراليا. فليش نحن بلبنان ما فينا نعمل هذا الشيء؟ لانه معنا اراضي كفايه. فهول الاراضي فلتانين مثل ما شايفين، هالبقر فلتان وين ما كان، وبياكلوا بيرعوا بيرعوا. Great amazing day seeing another side of Australia. مش بس المدينه، كمان استراليا اللي بنشوفها وبنسمع عنها. وماريانا بهالوقت عم تلعب.
جمايني
فشيتي خلقك؟ يس حبيت الفكرة. عم فكر نجي نعيش هون. كم نهار بنضاين؟
انت اذا كتير عندي امل فيك لانك جوزي وبحبك 48 ساعة.
لا هولو، نحن والطبيعة.
بتحط شرط كونكشن ما في. 48 كتار.
We have horses on Karn station as well. We move the cattle on horses, And we also have competition cutting horses, and they're used for cutting a cow out and holding it out. And this here is a training tool to make them track a cow. In 1914 there was a railway line ran through here and it serviced the hills in the background, and they carted timber and produce back into Benalla. That little guy there, he was born last night naturally, so we carved them naturally in the paddock. And then this morning, first thing, I've gone out and I've put a tag in his ear, and the tag tells us who his mum is, so we put his mum's number in his ear so that if he gets lost we can find his mum. And then we put the sire so we know who the dad is as well. We genomically test all our cows, so these cows here have all got an individual DNA profile done on them. So then when we then select the father, we select the father to improve the genetics. So these all calve naturally, so we look for low birth weight, which is a trait, and then we look for high growth, so they grow fast and we can finish them quickly. And so they have to all do this naturally in the paddock by themselves. So our genetic gain in the last 5 years, we've been putting our cattle into an international database, and then we're getting results back from those. And then when we're going to kill cattle, there's different awards and grading systems, and we've been finishing in the top 50 in Australia for carcass values in the last 3 years.
شو عم تروق؟
عم نعمل اومليت تروف تنغير
على الطاولة.
هلا بس خفقنا بيض مع شوية حليب ملح وبهار. رح نستعمل ترافل باتر تنعمل الاومليت فيهم، وبعدين رح نبرش الجبنة التروف ونحط لها يمكن شوية جبنة تا هيك.
هون عنا البيكن.
يلا. And this is our home. This is Karn Station between Benalla and Mansfield, if you're looking on the map, northeast Victoria. And this has been our home for 23 years. We came to the farm.
doing sunny side up. هنعمل sunny side up مع بيكن، وهيدي سكرامبل مع جبنة وترفل خلصوا.
Right, the new way. great morning. عم بيكتشفوا الزعتر لأول مرة، خبز الصاج جبنا لهم إياهم. أنا نسيت خبركم امبارح عن اللحمة اللي أكلناها اللي معمولة هون بالفارم. سو هلا فهمت كيف بيغنجوا البقر تبعهم، اللحمة كانت بتعقد. واليوم الصبح amazingly well fried eggs. French chef quality من ماريانا. Great morning. Hey. Hey. Oh.
This is the solar panel that works the timer. So in the morning, there's where they come in and they lay their eggs in there. They come up this ramp, lay their eggs in there, and then they roll down into here. See? And so they don't get dirty or anything, they roll on that, and if there's any dust or dirt on them, it comes off on those rubber pimples. So, and then here is, that's the mechanics of it which need a clean. And the doors, this one here opens and shuts morning. It opens in the morning, at night it shuts. So if they miss the shutting of the door, they're in trouble.
So made in Australia,
Mobile caravan, they call it. Chook caravan. It means, well, in the summer they go under the trees and we move it around. You can see where it's been. And
American movie style.
yeah.
جد الختيار.
مع المنظر الرائع. Beautiful views.
Yeah, it is lovely.
Get your haircut.
This is where the sheep come in from there. We'll drive our cars around a little bit more. There's a whole lot of sheep yards there. They come in here to be shorn. They go out that way if they're going to have their tails docked or they're going to be treated for flies in the summer. But this part here, they come up the ramp, then they're put into pens. The shearers are out here in the front. And they drag the sheeps in, stand here and zoom at the sheep.
And then it goes
and then
down.
And then, yes. They come in through these yards here and we push them in, then they come round that horn, it's called a horn, round this horn here, half circle, to those weighing machines. And what happens, well, first of all we can just weigh them. Another process we can do is the sides come in and grab the body of the sheep and you can attend to them, do something, you know, whatever they need. And then they're weighed and then they go out and the automatic gates can count The ear tags, yeah, the ear tags have, if they're ewes or they're lambs or they're crossbreds or whatever, and that gate there is electronic, so it sorts them. As they read the tag, it opens the correct gate. So there's 3 pens at the back there where they go to, so it's pretty amazing.
Before leaving, I just want to thank you. Thank you for your time, for your effort, for your welcoming, for your hospitality,
Thank
for
you,
everything.
it's been a pleasure.
I learned a lot, enjoyed myself, had great food, slept like a baby, and will definitely be coming soon in a different season.
Thank you very much. It's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure having
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you.